Hey guys, it's Matt here, and today I'm doing another Matt Rants for you guys. So things are a little bit different with this episode of Matt Rants, and future episodes we'll be having game footage over me instead of my own face because it is a lot harder to edit my own face. As beautiful as it is, a lot harder to edit that than it is to actually edit this footage when it's just audio and gameplay footage. So today, as you can tell from the title of the video, super excited. Capcom announced that Mega Man 11 is coming out. A lot of people that have worked with those guys play are super excited about this. I am super excited about this because I don't know, it's Mega Man X's 30th anniversary, so I should have guessed that something cool was going to happen. But for years now, Capcom has been giving us different remakes and reboots, and look, alright, I have no problem with Mega Man reboots or, Mega Man games based on animated TV series and stuff like that. I loved the Battle Network series growing up. I really, really enjoyed. You guys have seen me play it on Mappy's Games from his childhood. You actually see some footage of it going on in the background as I'm talking. Mega Man X, right? So I'm in love with these different Mega Man spin-offs and stuff like that. But when it comes to a mainstream Mega Man, I'm just really excited. When it comes to this kind of Mega Man game, a true sequel, I don't know why I never expected Capcom to go back to it, or at the very least, I didn't expect them to go back to it anytime soon. I expected maybe some other kind of PS4 remake. I know they've been doing some recently, some ports of the original Mega Man games on the PS4. Maybe they were gonna do something with Mega Man Legends on the PS4 or Switch. Nothing new. I'm not saying anything new. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, well, it's 30th anniversary. What cool thing are we getting? And then we get, I don't know what video you guys might have seen. The footage from those videos will also be up while I'm talking as well. And I originally didn't see the long extended trailer. I saw the one that just showed the gameplay footage. And that really excited me because, well, why wouldn't it, right? But then I ended up seeing the longer one that actually showed Mega Man going through each and every year with every single game that's been released. And sadly, we didn't get to see cinematics for every single game, but we did end up seeing the actual timeline of the games being released. And just even though I knew that what the end result was going to be, the 2018 jumping to Mega Man 11, still, it was such a beautiful thing, guys. It was just such a well-made trailer, and it really showed that whoever made this specific trailer, whoever they hired to do it, they really care. And I'm sure it was just internal Capcom staff, but whatever staff it was that actually made the trailer, you can just tell that they just loved Mega Man and were really excited for the reveal, even though they knew that it was already coming. So now, sadly though, this is coming in late 2018. So that, while to be fair, we're almost at 2018, and I honestly cannot even believe that 2017 is almost over within a month. That's crazy to me. That's a different topic altogether. But the reason why I'm super excited for this, by the way, guys, so confession, I haven't played that many earlier Mega Man games, but I still love, like I said earlier, Mega Man X and Battle Network. So while I enjoyed those series are also gone as well. So, or at least aren't making new games for them either. So when it comes to the original Mega Man, timeline and everything like that, when you look at some people with the channel, like Satish Ram and Joey and a few others, I felt so bad whenever they would talk about Mega Man, and there would just be this feeling, this something in their voice that kind of hinted at, and those were great, and they'll never come back again. And I know that they've, Capcom not only have been doing HD ports, they've also been doing other kinds of remakes of the originals. And they've been cool, right, for the PSP and some other systems as well. They haven't been bad at all. I've seen some footage. I've seen some friends of mine play it. Not bad at all. But what I think is great about this is that it's Capcom listening to its audience. It's Capcom looking at the surrounding, I guess I'll say, I don't want to use the word retro market because I don't want to make it seem like it's only about the money, but just the retro landscape, right? All the fans that are enjoying these retro games on either retro consoles like the Nintendo Classic Edition, the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, which I'm actually recording this Mega Man X footage through the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. which, if you guys want to know how I'm doing that, I'll actually talk to you guys about that in a future episode of Teach Tutorials. But talking about this specifically, you can see that Capcom is going, wow, people are really enjoying this. Let's actually release a new game, because clearly there is a market for it. There's been a market for it for years, to be fair. But I think finally our voices are being heard, and that is making me super duper excited. Also, something that I find very interesting, looking at the graphics, looking at, obviously it's a Mega Man game, duh, right? That's just what it is. It's not as if it's any less Mega Man just because of the way it looks, but it's actually, funnily enough, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's so interesting to see how Mighty Number 9, right, a game that I myself and Satish Ram have played, for those guys play Season 2 a while ago, and also that I've talked about the Kickstarter on Hard Mode, another series that we have on this channel. And it's so interesting that that comes out, and maybe despite many of the bad things surrounding that Kickstarter, the game was released, and while people necessarily weren't the biggest fans of what the game had become, they were fans of the idea and of the concept. The idea that, oh, Mega Man is coming back, is something that was backed very heavily. I'm pretty sure it was $4 million that was put into that Kickstarter. So in different ways. So when Capcom sees that, they really have to, and they clearly did, sit there and think, wow, people really do want Mega Man back. And they're not just some HD port, not just some HD, re-release in the same way that Activision did with the Crash Bandicoot games. No. A brand new game. And I am super happy that they decided to pull the trigger on this, because this is something that has obviously been years coming. I mean, it's been coming for years, and people have been talking about this for years. And, I think it's very interesting, because I know we're just talking about Mega Man 11, so I don't want to jump in anything else. I don't want to get too crazy here. But it does open the door for anything in the future regarding Mega Man X or Mega Man Battle Network, or, of course, while I never played it, I'm sure many of you are screaming at me right now about Mega Man Legends. So there is so much more. So if this sells well, which I think it's hilarious for me to even say that out loud, of course it's going to sell well. But if this sells well, this can show Capcom. I mean, of course, I'm sure many people would want a Mega Man 12 next after it if they like Mega Man 11, but it just shows Capcom that just the Mega Man brand itself can still be very large in 2018 moving forward, because I think that maybe Capcom thought of many of their properties, including Mega Man, as literally as a Legends title, not involving Mega Man Legends, but as a legacy title. That's the better word looking for here, the legacy title. So it's, oh, hey, that's what we'll go into whenever we want to sell the game again, or if Nintendo comes to them and says, hey, we would want to make a Nintendo Classic Edition like they did, and then they ended up picking up Mega Man 2 for the NES Classic, and then they picked up Mega Man X, which I love so much. I mean, here I am, you can see the footage right here, Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo Classic. So I'm just so excited. You could hear it in my voice. I know the video's coming out a little late compared to when some of the other news came out, but I've just been doing so much other stuff, but I just had to take some time out to just do a Matt Rants about Mega Man 11 coming out, because, and now I'm going to play these original games even more than I have been already. I've tested a few here and there. Satish Ram has told me the horror stories about how hard some of these games can be, and I might even just bring them along for the ride and just play them on the channel, because I'm just so excited about learning more about the original Mega Man, because all I know is stuff from the X-verse. I don't know if that's the official name, but all I know is a lot of stuff from the X-verse and a lot of stuff from the Battle Network verse. And I obviously know, it's funny, I know a lot more from the Mega Man animated series in the 80s. So I know more about Mega Man through that than I actually do through some of the original games. But I think this is an amazing opportunity, and I hope Capcom realizes this as well. It's an amazing opportunity not just for people like myself who were never really either around or playing much original Mega Man, but it also helps any younger audience, especially releasing these games on the PS4 like they have been recently, the original games on PS4. Now, all of a sudden, this being released on the PS4 is perfect. It fits nicely alongside your shelf, and for any younger kids that never really got into it, now they have the ability to get into it more so than ever before. This was an amazing decision by Capcom. We don't know if the game's going to be good or not. I have to admit that right off the bat. We don't. Okay, we really don't. But I'm going to say that they've had so long to work on it, and they've been working on older ports of or newer ports of their older games. So I have a feeling that there necessarily doesn't feel like there's no reason to say that they've lost a step, if you will, because again, we don't even know what the game. We only know what the game looks like from a small teaser. That's all we have. I love the teaser, but it's a very small one. So I don't want to sit there and say the game's going to be terrible. I don't want to sit there and say the game's going to be amazing. But frankly, I'm just happy that the game is coming out at this point, just at all. And I hope in the future there's nothing that goes against that thought. But as of right now, I'm just happy the game's coming out. I'm super excited because of the fact that, and I know I've said that over and over and over again. I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of it, but I'm not, because this game I'm so happy for my friends that are excited. That's the thing, because hearing my friends be as excited as they are has made me even more excited, and also the thought of what might come ahead, either for other parts of the Mega Man multiverse. I mean, are we gonna get? I know this is definitely jumping the gun, but are we gonna get like a Sonic Forces? And I know some people complain about Sonic Forces, but the idea of a Sonic Forces for Mega Man, that would be super cool, because there is a bunch of different iterations of Mega Man that can definitely cross over. And if some of you, I don't think there's been a Mega Man crossover like that, but if there has, then please just tell me and I'll apologize. But no, it's just so cool to see Mega Man back in its prime, and to not just have him be a cameo, because he's a great cameo. Love seeing Mega Man doing cameos in, Super Smash and a bunch of other things as well. But it's nice to actually see Mega Man star in his own game again and just get to be himself, and with also just a little role chilling there just by his side. So yeah, I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. If you're not, then tell me why in the comments below. And if you are super excited, then please just completely go nuts with me in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe if you liked the video. I wish I could tell you more data about this game, but again, nothing's really coming out yet, so I'm just super duper duper hyped. And I hope all of you are as well. And if you're not, that's cool too. Maybe you can jump back with me and, see me play some of these games, or just play some of these games yourself. I mean, there's so many different ways to play the original Mega Man games now that, frankly, it's insane how many different ways you could play the original Mega Man games, either in their original 8-bit glory, or with 3D remakes that have come out fairly recently. Anyway, so again, thank you all so much for listening. I was going to say watching. You are watching the footage, but not watching me personally. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for being a part of this, just being a part of the hype, right? Definitely letting Capcom hear your voice. And please remember to like and subscribe if you liked the video. All right, thank you all so much. Tune in next time for another Matt Rants or anything else in between. All right, guys, so thank you all, and see ya.